Hi, I'm Seamless, and today is Thursday, which means it's time for a new FL Basics tutorial. I'm taking a break from the Harmer stuff for a second. There are more Harmer things, but this is sort of a interlude, I guess. But there have been some confusion lately about a particular kind of automation I'd done on an old track that got kind of weirded up by people. And I'm pretty sure I talked about this in the FL Basics tutorial that covered automation clips, but I want to draw special attention to this anyway, just because it might not be something that people know at large. I guess this might be considered a tip or trick, but I'm not going to say that. Anyway, so here I have a sound with a low pass filter being automated. Right now, based on the default setting of the automation clip, the lowest point of the clip that we can see here on this graph is 0 on this zeroness. That is funky going on up here. But the top value is 127 or 100% of the movement of the parameter that we're automating. However, in the automation clips, you actually have these min and max settings, which change what the bottom and top value actually represent in terms of the parameter itself. Also, if you look at the sequencer, where normally there is panning and volume for a sound, these knobs become min and max. As you can see, they move each other. So why is this useful? Well, what I had used it for in the track, this was the Skrillex and Skrillex and Damian Marley's Bun Dem track that I had remixed. This is useful because I have like this modulation that I have, but I like the modulation, but I want it to like lower in intensity over time, and I could manually do that, like so. Could do that, but like if I have like all kinds of automation clips and just different cuts all over the place, that might not be economical to spend my time doing that. So what I could do instead is I could automate the maximum value. And what this is doing is effectively lowering the peaks, like what the top value actually is for the parameter, like so. And I could also automate the minimum value to do the same thing for the floor. Which could be cool. So this is just an additional way to have control over your modulation and automation in FL Studio using automation clips. And that's what I had done. And this is fairly useful. The only weirdness is that if I went and made this unique, if I went and made it unique, this is now a different bit of automation clip. Notice that this had no impact on it. And that's because this thing is automating. It's this jazz is linked to a controller. Let's link to that. But then this new one, is not. It's not linked at all. And if I wanted to, I would go to link controller, go into here, internal controller, and then find max or min, whatever one that I wanted. And now it's there. This could have been avoided if I had just continued the automation clip and then done it again or made something different or something. But sometimes it doesn't. Doing that doesn't really work because I had decided to do this in the track, the Skrillex track, fairly late in the game. I had already made a whole crap ton of automation clips for just this one parameter, and there's actually a couple occasions in that track where the automation goes full. Like I had it set to this or lowered out, like so. But then it was full anyway because that clip had not been linked to the min and max control for that one moment, and that got weird. It ended up working out at the end, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. Anyway, so this is just a video to bring to your attention that automation clips have this min and max control. And that's what I was doing in that one track, and that this is something that you can do. And it has its uses. It's very useful. If you have any questions about this, let me know. And as usual, hey, have a nice day.